Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing about the 7 books which Elon Musk thinks everyone must read at least once in their lifetime. Well, supposedly, Elon Musk, not only being the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla Motors, but is also a huge book lover and is a huge bookworm. He has suggested many books throughout the interviews and through his Twitter account. And today we'll be here discussing about the 7 major books which he has suggested us to be reading. And I have attached the timestamps given below in the description so that you can jump off to the exact books which you think you need to be listening about. So without further delay, let's get started with the video. Hello everyone, thanks for watching 80 Pages Among the Pages, where I talk about the books and the content written among the pages. Well, if you are the first time in here, then this is Achut Murari. I'm a medico from the first year MBBS Osmania Medical College. I'm a poet and I talk about the books only because of my passion. Well, coming to the first book suggested by Elon Musk that he thinks that everyone must be reading is The Lord of Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. Well, supposedly the author took 12 years to write this book, and considering the fact that this book has created a whole lot of trend of writing fictitious novels in the 20th century, and this book is written about in 1928 or so. This is a series of books in which there is an account of the protagonist, that is Bilbo Baggins, who fortunately finds a ring. What is the thing which is happening and the events which turn out to be against the protagonist because of that ring. Well, coming to the second book which was suggested by Elon Musk is Benjamin Franklin, An American Life by William Isaacson. Well, supposedly this book is a biography about Benjamin Franklin, who is a person who has drafted the whole constitution, rights and many parts of the American laws upon which the country has been built. He also comes into a science textbook considering that he has proved that the lightning or the thunders are actually nothing but electrical passages or electricity itself. So this is what a Benjamin Franklin and American Life book is all about. In this book, there is a whole chronology of series about how Benjamin Franklin has led his life, how has he got intrigued towards the scientific experiments, and most important contribution towards this book is that how Benjamin Franklin actually was a greatest entrepreneur of his era. So this book revolves all around the aspects of Benjamin Franklin's life, and this is also a must read. Though this book is about little thick, it is about 1000 pages, but it is all worth your time. Once you think that you are free, please do give this a try. Third book suggested by Elon Musk, and that is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Well, supposedly it took me a little time in understanding the whole core plot of this book and pronouncing the name itself, but nevertheless this book majorly presents the scenario where Earth is on the verge of extinction and how the protagonist actually escapes from that scenario, and how actually a scientist comes and helps him to come out of this situation, and he can actually time travel too. So this book is completely a science fiction genre. Now coming to the fourth book which Elon Musk pretty much speaks in most of his interviews is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Well, I have spoken about this book many times in my videos. It is one of the most favorite books of all times. This book also gives us goals about how should we live our life, the small life, in a very happy manner, and how should we adjust things so as to be giving the most productive values out of our lives. Well, of course, this book has been converted into a film in both Hollywood and Bollywood with the names The Fault in Our Stars in the Hollywood and Dil Bechara starring the late Sushant Singh Rajput in the Bollywood. So now coming to the fifth book which Elon Musk has suggested is Lying by Sam Harrison. I have noted this book's name because pretty much Elon Musk says that this book has been his greatest interest, and this book suggests a lot of content about that. I pretty much did not like the book. This book basically speaks about why are we saying lies, why do we tell lies to anyone. So the author actually tries to trace why should we be in one situation where we need to tell lies and not be honest, and what are the situations which tends us or which prompts us to think that we must be lying rather than just telling the truth. I pretty much feel that you cannot grab a lot of content by reading this book, though it is a little lengthy book, at least for me, though based upon the small point which the author has taken, and I pretty much did not like any aspect of this book. Most of the content is what you already know and does not add any value into your life. The sixth book suggested by Elon Musk is Das Kapital by Karl Marx. Supposedly, I haven't read this book till now, but this book has been an immense inspiration for a lot of thinkers and philosophers throughout the world who were cleanly inclined towards communalism. Of course, this is written by Karl Marx, the most greatest thinkers of our times, and he has written his opinions about capitalistic governments and how should a government be ruling in economy, and how should be they running the government according to the interests of the people. So pretty much this book sums up the whole ideology of how to run a country properly. Though this book might feel a little slow paced going thing, once you're interested into the how he has been giving us many thoughts and many ideologies, you yourself will be in one situation where you'll be thinking that, am I giving the enough importance to thinking that what is happening in my country? Am I thinking about the government? Am I thinking about the governmental policies? So it pretty much gives us a whole ideology that you must be thinking about our countrymen, and we must be also be bothered about our government and their rules. Supposedly, the seventh book suggested by Elon Musk, undoubtedly, which I deliberately have placed it into the seventh position because it's a stunning book which I could ever read, and that is the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. It took me a little time to actually digest the name of the author, that is Isaac Asimov. Basically, this book is all about an apocalyptic situation in a galaxy, in a distant galaxy, where the situation of mankind is in grave danger. The protagonist is Harry, who supposedly need to find a way to save the world, that is a mankind, from a huge war that would stretch for about 30,000 years. So 30 or 3,000 years, I didn't remember. So this has been a huge war which is going to happen by the barbarians, that is savages who are going to attack them. So how should the protagonist, who is from a distant galaxy, must be thinking, and what are the steps he need to take so that he can save the future of the mankind? And there is all time traveling things, there is all humongous amounts of science fiction stuff going on in this book. So anyone who is too much inclined towards science fiction book, please make sure that you are following most of the recommendations given by Elon Musk, because he himself is most interested towards space technology and science fiction. So if you are a lover of science fiction, or you want to become a lover of science fiction, I highly suggest you start with these books basically, and out of it, the Foundation series is what I feel is the most easiest, with the most easiest language and vocabulary. So if you are even a beginner, then this is my recommendation for beginners. You can start with the science fiction genre with the Foundation by Isaac Asimov. It will be a wonderful read. So that's all, guys. These were the 7 books which were suggested by Elon Musk throughout his interviews or through his Twitter accounts. There are many books which I left, and I felt that these 7 books were basically the core point, out of which the most interested book of Elon Musk I have presented. I also have added the timestamps over the description below so that you can drop into the interested book as soon as possible. Make sure you are sharing your interests and books which you love, and don't forget to suggest me in the comment section that from whom should I take the inspiration of making the next video all about. That is, if you want to listen to the book suggested by APJ Abdul Kalam or Sudha Murthy, or who is the person whose book recommendations you want to listen. Don't forget to share that idea in the comment section. Until the next video, signing off, this is Achyut Murari. Bye bye.